Good evening. What a great view. Thank you all for allowing me to speak to you tonight. I really appreciate it. This evening I'm going to be going over what I call, what is godly wisdom? Turn with me, if you would, to James 3, verse 13. Who among you is wise and understanding? Let him show by his good behavior his deeds in the gentleness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, do not be arrogant, and so lie against the truth. This wisdom is not that which comes down from above, but is earthly, natural, demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there is disorder in every evil thing. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, reasonable, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering, without hypocrisy. And the seed whose fruit is righteous is sown in peace by those who make peace. I think sometimes I get caught up in conversation with people, and once in a while I feel like I'm trying to give it good advice. And I'm trying to remember if it's advice that God would give us, if it's godly advice, or if it's something that I picked up from earth and I think it's good advice. I feel like there's a passage in here, it's in verse 17, where it just goes through a list of things that kind of demonstrates what is godly wisdom. I'd like to break down some of those for you tonight. The first one I'd like to break down for you is gentle. What is gentle? Well, in the Bible, there's a passage in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 24 and 25. Sorry, hit. Super slim here. Anyhow, here we go. Perfect. Okay. In the passage, it demonstrates, and it reads, "The Lord's bondservant must not be quarrelsome, but be kind to all, able to teach, patient with wronged, with gentleness correcting those who are in opposition. If perhaps God may grant them repentance, leading to the knowledge of truth." In that passage, God lays out what exactly gentleness is. It's mild, it's meek. It's not rough, harsh, or severe. This is what we come to think of as gentle. The next one I'd like to lay out on what is godly wisdom is the part that said, full of mercy and good fruits. For that, I'm going to turn to Colossians 1, verse 10. Never seems hard to find something in the Bible until you're looking for it. There we go. Perfect. This verse reads, and I'll start at verse 9. "For this reason also, Since the day we heard of it, we have not ceased to pray for you and ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so that you will walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, to please him in all respects, bearing fruit in every good work and increasing the knowledge of God. So, essentially, good fruits equals the good works that we do in life as people. So, we go out in the world and we help people. The last point I'd like to bring up is the part that said, impartial and sincere. With that, I'm going to turn to 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22. This reads, since you have in obedience the truth purified your souls for a sincere love of brethren, fervently love one another from the heart. So what is being sincere? Really meaning that you do something. So you're not doing it out of fakeness. You need to be sincere and you need to be truthful about it. In conclusion, I'd like to read you one more passage from, and it's a continuum for what we began with, the James 3 verses 13 through 18. We're going to go on and we're going to read the next bit in the 4th chapter. What is the source of quarrels and conflicts among you? Is there a source, your pleasure, that wage war in your members? You lust and you do not have, so you commit murder. You are envious and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive, because you ask with wrong motives, so that you may spend it on your pleasures. I'm going to stop there on that. I'm going to ask yourself something. If you ever get in a position where something like that is occurring, maybe it's not you, maybe it's somebody else, I want you to think about godly wisdom, how you could bring some godly wisdom to that situation, where you can be pure and then peaceful, where you can be gentle, where you can be open to reason, where you can be full of mercy and your good fruits, where you can be impartial and sincere and not full of hypocrisy. Those are some things that I'd like you to bring to the table whenever you end up in a situation similar to what James has described. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.